Hey, Jerma, the following is my most upvoted post on Reddit, surprisingly, but something tells me you and chat would enjoy it. First link is an image, second is a quick story. Both are stream safe. I love how that's like a pretext. Hey, everything's stream safe. You didn't actually do this though, right? If Jerma doesn't mod me in the next 24 hours, I'm taking this picture to Home Depot and asking them what they think. This has 1.2, this has almost 1,500 upvotes. Oh, okay, so wait. Yesterday I posted this pic demanding that I be modded or I unironically would visit Home Depot and show them the image. My demands were not met. The story is true. Everyone says that the story is true right before a story is not true. I started up by printing the aforementioned picture onto a 7x10 executive paper. Quality of the print was a B+ in my opinion, but it was lightly smeared by some rogue drops of cherry juice. I needed my vitamin C that morning. I couldn't redo the print as I had work in 5 hours and I didn't want to be late. It was the moment I found myself in my car, only a few minutes from Home Depot, that I knew I had made a mistake. I'm just a regular person and these are people and not Twitch chat. They can't even conceive of basic Jerma memes. This was just some depraved inside joke that I was about to take too far. I started to sweat and grip the steering wheel tightly, but all I could think of was, you missed that one, try another. Playing over and in my head, I was gonna miss this one. Oh my god. I parked my car in a handicap zone. I'd only be there for a few hours, so no big deal. Alright. Come on. I just needed to focus and take deep breaths, else I would have had no story to share with the subreddit. These upvotes are really important to me. What else would I derive my own self-worth from? I entered the store and was hit with the trademark smell of fresh wood and paint thinner. It doesn't smell like that. I must have stepped in a puddle while walking in, but that was the least of my concerns. My knees had already started shaking and a crick in my neck was acting up. I felt like the terror I was experiencing by walking. The bathroom upholstery section was where I found myself. My anxiety would spike every time I came within 5 feet of another person and I'd tense up because I couldn't shake the thought that everyone knew why I was here and that they knew that I knew what they knew. I avoided eye contact at all costs and it would talk to myself out loud anytime someone would walk by in an attempt to make it seem like I was preoccupied. This toilet is a B+. This is a long fucking story. As an afterthought, I glanced towards the rentals section. I saw an employee. They didn't seem busy. That was it. This was it. I had come so far already and I couldn't back out now. My knees began to visibly wobble and my shoes were covered in paint thinner. Well, that was the puddle? Why hadn't they cleaned that off the floor? Fuck, I don't know. But before I knew, I was up in front of this female Home Depot clerk's. She looked up at me with baby blue eyes. How can I help you? It felt like all my internal organs had crowded into my throat. I was stunned. I didn't know what to say. What the hell was I doing here? I had driven all this way to show some innocent person a Photoshop picture of a Twitch streamer. Had I truly lost my damn mind? The print out of my hand was drenched in sweat, cherry juice, and paint thinner, which had smeared the ink into a bizarre collage of colors and shapes. My hands were trembling, but as I was on autopilot, I laid it on the counter and I said, well, what do you think of this? It felt like time had stopped. I was done for. I would never be able to live with myself after this. The employee squinted at the picture with a very confused look on her face. Is this? She whispered and then paused. The pause felt like an eternity. I should just turn and get out of the store. I should just leave now and undo the damage I'd done to my self-confidence. But my feet were like concrete. The paint on my shoes was particularly thin at that point. Is this the streamer that died to Pinwheel? A huge burden. This is how you know the story ain't real. A huge burden instantly rolled off my chest. I couldn't believe my luck. Another human being in my town that understood. We both began shouting the most obscure Jerma memes in the store, and our celebration caused quite the scene. Customers began gathering in a crowd around us. It was Twitch chat. They were PogChamps and Jerma Hearts and Jerma Chomps. Bits rained like confetti, and even Nightbot was there, muting a few people. Oh, that Nightbot. Okay, why am I reading this whole thing? Why am I doing this? But then the absolute worst thing imaginable happened. The Home Depot manager, drawn by the commotion, stomped through the crowd. He had a Grill Master X-BBQ badge on his chest. He looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Why the hell did you bother writing this entire thing?" I was dumbfounded. How did he know? All I could do was turn to you, the reader, and ask you, why did you read all this? Your eyes drifted down the length of this final sentence in your brain. In your brain, you heard the word "jebaited." GG, idiot. That's it. Remember when we talked about deep fakes? In like 50 years, like this story is just gonna be here. Somebody is gonna come across this somehow, somewhere, 100 years from now, and be like, what the fuck happened here? Who was this person that they're talking about? Who wrote this? Who knows if half of this the material in history could have just been a shitpost? And they were laughing about it like, can you imagine in 2,000 years if they ever find the Home Depot story? In fucking 500 years, there's gonna be an HBO special about this post. There'll be a 7-part miniseries about this post.